I need nothing but a razor blade to drag across my ragged skin, carve away my darkest sins, or better still, this mask I'm in. The pain is all that keeps me here and grounded to reality. I'm sorry, Mum, I'm passing you, but my brain is at capacity. I want to be above the gravity, and if that means I've got to leave him, I'd rather be the flying bird than the worm that was caught beneath him. I feel this noose is tightly squeezing. Cold consumes me, crystal clear. I lived for years in fear of bullies, swallow back my bitter tears. Pushing back this brittle fear, my mind reverts to memories. Christmas as a little kid, laughing, smiling, perfectly. I was given all the love, but I can't love myself here presently. If I refuse to jump right now, they'll think I'm wanting their attention, mate. But why's it got to end this way? Confusion etched in battered faces. A land that's lost Amanda Todd and Nat McBride through tragic cases of suicide. No view in sight, escape is not the path we made it. But maybe I could change a life if I just spoke to those too blue to face it. What if I told you I could save your son, brother, father through no misfortune? Just by speaking to him often, help him out with any problems. Suicide may seem like but the only conclusion we resort to, but it eliminates the chance that life will ever work out better for you. Well, maybe I'm just stuck impromptu. Life is like a sudden breeze. I talk of killing time, I guess it's time that's really killing me. Stuck among these rocks and weeds, I live my life completely seated. It's funny how the picture grows the further back you step to see it. I've seen poverty bestowed on working classes like Monopoly, where violence is a currency with a no change policy. Too many left up in this mortuary, left sons with no fathers or mums with no sons who are left with no answers. All over pride and petty petulance, I've seen pensioners attacked, revered war heroes left dying on their back. How can we respect our country and identity we have if we refuse to heal the ones that risked their life to get it back? I'm not saying I want dispatched, but I'm not overly contrite to the fact I think that life's about to cave in either side. We have minus level winters, gale force winds and even ice, but the living wage is frozen far more often in your pipes. There's not a leader seen in sight. No stranger bearing oil and wine, a voice for the kind that let a colour clot in their mind like poisonous vines. I've seen men commit murders for belief that they had suffered by an immigration number, had their skin covered in tattoos and ink colours, and have the hypocrisy to judge a man based in skin colour. I guess I'll always wonder why you prior the test to those that seek asylum from the lives that they led, where you're screaming that your country should deprive them the rest when half the UK has roots of an Irish descent. I don't judge a man in how he looks, his skin or last appearances. I judge a man in heart and how he's overcome experience. Not beaten till obsequious, your slander is a detriment, a cancer to morality, an anchor to progressiveness. The most used item in the modern world, and your hand at every second is your mobile phone. Invented by Henry Sampson, an African American. The gas mask, the bicycle, the elevator, door locks, the lawnmower, the clothes dryer, stethoscope and doorknobs, typewriter, spark plugs, aircon and even fridge were inventions of black people and what you now consider as a necessity to live. Because the world is a unit, we need unison as men. Instead of bullets in our brothers from the troops in our offence, we need food for children starving who'd be passively neglected. If it was yours that lived in nothing, would you still refuse to beg? Impoverished by war, countries led by politicians, no moderate remorse. Public cuts for ammunition, so put them in the force. Watch your kids develop narcissism. 250 years we've had at peace, but 3,000 that we've had confliction. Because it's a globe that's fueled by hate, corrupted by a love of paper. Tsunamis hit while thunder rips the skies above and hurls razors. Lightning bolts destroying homes and hurricanes that kill our neighbours. No man can claim he's greater than the vicious wrath of Mother Nature. We need to do away with negative and discriminative policies where men oppose homosexuality but support lesbian pornography. Where a soldier kills a man and he's forever in the nation's debt. A man could kill his sister's rapist and in the jail he's forever kept. where same-gender couples are refused the right to marry out of vile hate, from a church that stood and faced allegations against child rape, from where couples could betray their oath of loyalty with sex in mind, then remarry and desecrate the sanctity of marriage for a second time, where dependency on alcohol betrays you as a stricken fiend by 1 billion people worldwide dependent upon nicotine, where women have limitations on their careers and their ambitions, where Maggie Thatcher had the biggest job existing inside Britain, where men could spend their lives in pubs, all expenses are afforded, a 20 in the slot machine and walk right by the homeless, where we seek no new alliance from the heavens till we're dying and you would hit your kid for acting up and tell him don't be violent, where we don't appreciate our life, just another day goes by, booking holidays for next year and never stop to think, will I be alive? Well, maybe I'd be more alive. Life is like a sudden breeze. I talk of killing time, I guess it's time it's really killing me. Stuck up among the rocks and weeds, I live my life completely seated. It's funny how the picture grows the further back you step to see it. The world is a crazy place full of crazy men in crazy ways. Maybe I can't change your life, but I can always try and change a day. Never be afraid to make a change.